morning folks, and welcome to another vlog from Homes at Heart. So we've got two jobs that we're going to be tackling today. Currently I'm 21 weeks pregnant as of today, and we're still going, so still got a bit of energy, still kind of able to tackle things. So whilst that's the case, I'm cracking on. Russ is at work, so I have two jobs that I want to do. The first one is going to be this cupboard behind me, which I'll show you in a second. So I want to paint all that and give it a freshen up, and then I also want to paint my bargain Facebook Marketplace bedside table. So if you haven't watched the previous vlog on my little haul, then go back and have a little look at that, because I got some absolute gems that were like thrifted basically from charity shops and Facebook Marketplace, and the bedside table being one of them. So let me show you the cupboard and what my plans are for today. So in our biggest bedroom, ignore the state of it currently. For those of you that have been watching the channel for a while, you'll know that there's still work ongoing here. So we have a door here, which leads to basically a bit of a walk-in cupboard. So it's where the loft hatch is. But yeah, it's quite a decent space, to be honest, but it's just a little bit awkward. So what my plan is this hasn't been painted for probably about 8 years. So it just needs a bit of a freshen up before I put shelving in and things. So my plan today is I'm just going to give it a lick of paint in a, probably not white, a bit more of like a creamy type colour. I did do some filler last night because I wanted to make sure that it was dry for this morning, so I can just sand that down and crack on painting. I'm going to paint over this mustard colour with like a, I think it's called Prairie Sage. I'll show it you in a second. I've just got a tester pot and I'm hoping, I'm not going to use it for anything else, so I'm hoping it covers that yellow. Fingers crossed. I'll try a tester and see how well it covers. So yeah, it's really just about sprucing it up, and then the plan is to put some racking at the back here for storage. So obviously when baby comes, this room is going to be split into nursery and office for now. We'll see how it works longer term, but this is going to be my overflow with the storage. So obviously with things like wipes, nappies, any clothes that they outgrow as they get bigger, or you know, bigger clothes that they need to grow into, etc., I'm going to put in here on the racking. And then I've ordered just a little runner for in here. Yeah, just to make it a bit more, just a bit nicer really. And I thought, you know, I'll never get round to it if I don't do it now. I need a new light shade, and then I'm potentially thinking about putting a few shelves in here, like diagonally. I'm not sure yet though, because the only problem is it's going to potentially restrict the loft hatch when you put a ladder up there, because the ladder has to come out this way. So I'm not sure yet, but it feels like that corner might be a bit of a wasted space, but there isn't that much room to be walking in, so I don't want to restrict it too much. So that's my initial idea. So we need to get that painted today. And then look at him, he's asleep already. And then I need to do this. So the white doesn't go with the new bedroom colours. I've just noticed that clock has stopped. It is not 10 to 2. It is probably about, what time is it? 20 to 9. So I want to paint this navy blue. So I think I'm going to have to do a bit of a sand down, prime, and then obviously paint it the navy. So my plan is to kind of tag team between the two projects, get a coat on in the cupboard, leave that to dry, move on to this, do the same, vice versa. That is my plan today. It's a little bit cooler. Okay, mate. Tiny bit cooler. It's about 25 degrees in here currently. So I'm hoping that things dry quickly and we can, yeah, just crack on and get these few jobs done today. I've just got some Dulux Pure Brilliant White. I'm just going to do the ceiling white, just because I'm not going to have enough colour, because I am being a bit of a cheapskate with this one. I've got so many like white creamy type tester pots. I'm just going to mix some of it with white for the walls and hope for the best, and just hope that I mix enough. So we'll see how it goes, hey. So yeah, I'm just going to get the ceiling done and probably the skirting board, and then I will put a bit of colour on the walls. It's not going to be too dissimilar, to be honest, but it's just to freshen it up, really. Right folks, so I've just done the woodwork and just given it a really quick coat over. I need to get these bits off, but these have been ingrained in here for forever. You could put a film over it, but these are really bobbly, so I don't think it'd work. So yeah, I've just done the skirting board, quick lick of white. I started doing that, and then I've just thought, we've got a bit of boarding that I'm just thinking we should probably just replace that and just cut a new rectangle out and use that, and then I can actually get into there and just wipe that down and then paint that white as well, that inner bit. But I hate going up the loft hatch, it freaks me out. So yeah, so what I'm thinking is I've got a board behind here, this which is like MDF, and this would be perfect. We're going to use this just for a game at the little event thing that we've got coming up. But after that, I'm just thinking that'd probably be ideal. We can cut that down to size and then pop that up there. I just think that would look better anyway. God knows how old that is. So yeah, I just think painting it's just going to look crap whatever I do. So I'm going to scrap that idea. So I'm going to let this dry for a little bit now. And then I was just thinking, because I'm being a bit, as I said, tight on the paint situation, I've got some of the green left from our bedroom, but obviously I don't want to paint it that colour. So just thinking I might tip a bit into the white, mix that up, and then add a drop of cream and also a tiny bit of the prairie sage colour into this, and mix it up and see if it comes out a really pale green colour. I just don't know if it's going to work or not, so it's a bit of a gamble. I just hope I'm going to have enough for that wall. We'll wait and see. So yeah, I'm going to give this a little bit of time to dry. So I'm going to move on to the look at him, he's absolutely sparking. I'm going to move on to this now, give it a quick sand, and I mean quick because I absolutely hate sanding things. It's going to be a bit difficult anyway because it's quite intricate at the front, so there's not much I can do there. And then I'm going to prime it and leave that to dry. So let's crack on with this. How are we doing for time? Just looked at my watch, look at it, it's covered. Nearly 10 o'clock, so we're not doing too bad. just gone to the bathroom to put some water in a bowl. Look at the state of me. How have I managed to get it there? Honestly, this is so much more messy than doing the whole of the other bedroom. Look at the state. Good job I didn't have to go to the door. Right folks, I've just given it a sand and a little wipe down, so it's just going to dry off now. I've taken the handles off as well, so it's just easier to paint. So I'm just going to prime it now. I'm not doing any of this inside because that's just pointless. So yeah, I'm going to get it primed and then let that dry. So let's crack on with that. Right folks, that's the primer on now, which is good. So I'm just going to have a coffee break now, to be honest, because it is, believe it or not, 10 to 11. Time is flying. So yeah, have a little break. Well, you haven't really been doing anything, have you? Huh? Oh, yeah, you stretch. You stretch after all that work you've been doing. Right, coffee time. Okay folks, so I'm going to make some kind of concoction. I was thinking if I do it in this, then that's like 2 litres. So this is the Prairie Sage colour, which I did get colour matched to the wallpaper from away, Theo, because you'll be in the paint. Keeps trying to get close to it. And away from that one. So I'm going to mix the white, maybe some of this if I can get into it. That's what I used for the master bedroom. And then yeah, I've got loads of like, there's like a bridal veil, teapot colour, those type of like really pale colours. So I'm going to do a bit of a concoction, I think, and let's see what we come up with. Keep your fingers crossed. Okay, so I've just done mostly white and then a little bit of that green and a little bit of that green and just mixed it up. I'm just going to pop a bit on the wall. Let's see what colour it goes. Let's try it down here. Okay. It's a bit more. Oh, that's not bad. Will it go with the sage? Maybe if I try a bit down there. Let's have a go. I just do this just for, I'll just chuck that on me. It's not offensive, is it? I mean, it's a cupboard. I guess it doesn't really matter. Right, let me try a bit of the sage next to it. I know it's a bit hard to tell with the yellow. Oh, I think that'll be fine. I'm going to go for it. And let's hope there's enough paint. Ooh, that's the only problem. Let's gamble. folks, I've done it. So it's going to look a bit patchy at the moment. I've just gone over that with just a coat of white because I could tell by doing that little bit of a tester on that sage that was not going to cover that yellow. So that should help. But yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I've got a bit on the ceiling there, annoyingly. Definitely looks fresher. And that's all you want, isn't it? It's not like loads of people are coming in here, are they? So yeah, it's okay. It's an okay colour. I think it'll look better once I've put in the shelving and stuff, but ultimately it just needed a lick of paint. It got loads of marks on there and stuff, so yeah, definitely looks fresher and cleaner. And actually it goes with the bit of carpet that's in here, and it should go with the runner that I've ordered as well, so all good. So before I have a little lunch break, I'm going to put a coat of navy on this. It's dried pretty quick. Well, there's a bit of a blob there, that's annoying. Let's get that off. So yeah, let's give it a coat of the navy. Let's see what it looks like. This is the colour, by the way. It's a colour match to Farrow and Ball, and now I can't remember what the colour is. I'm going to have a think and come back to you because I've completely forgotten. I don't think... Oh, Hague Blue. Because I got two, that's why I was confused. Yeah, this one's the Hague Blue, so this is ever so slightly darker. I did get a mix of the... I can't remember what the other one was called, actually. Something Key... Starkey or something like that blue. That's got a bit of a purple undertone though, so I'm going to go for this one and let's see what it looks like. Coat one has been done. It's not covered too bad. I'm hoping we can get away with two coats. There are the drawers. So yeah, let's see what it looks like when it's completely dry. Right folks, I didn't think you'd want to watch me paint that again. So I've done a second coat and it's drying off now, and I'm really pleased with it. I think the colour's lovely. They're the drawers. They've come up really nice as well. I just did a bit of frog tape on the back just to neaten the edge. So they're done. I'm just debating whether to rub a little bit of gold into these. I'm not sure what to do. Just to spruce them up a little bit. And then I've done in here, I think that's fine. I've done the green, but I need to do another coat, which will probably be tomorrow's job now because I've only got a tiny bit of the tester left. So yeah, I just need to get some more of that. But this other colour's covered fine. As I said, I'm not too precious about it. The main aim was to just spruce it up a bit. So yeah, it's going quite well, to be honest. So I just need to wait for that to dry off now. I might go and put a little bit of gold on them knobs now. And then hopefully everything's dry and I can pop it back together. I'm wondering if to get a glass top for here, or whether I just put a coaster on there. I'm not sure. I just popped a little bit of gold on those and just rubbed it off a little bit. That just spruced them up just a little bit. I don't want them fully gold because I think that just looks too... I just rub it off. So yeah, that spruced them up a little bit, give them a new lease of life, and means I don't have to buy Any new ones? So I just had a little brainwave because I was going to get some liners for in here, and I might do eventually, the smelly ones, but I just thought, oh, I've got a little bit of the wallpaper left from my bedroom, so I'm just going to line these with it just so it protects it a little bit, really. So that's the drawers lined. Look quite cute actually, and I can replace it if I want to, but yeah, it just keeps the insides from getting damaged and things like that. So let's pop them back in now. There we go, folks, the finished product. I can see some tiny little bits that I need to touch up. They are minute though, so I'm gonna have to get the tiniest little brush. I'm super chuffed with this. I think it looks so much better, new lease of life. It's covered really well with 2 coats. And then when we open the drawers, they've got the little liners in there, which is just cute. They look quite nice, just having that little bit of gold on there. And I'll pop a photo up here now of the one that I was gonna get. And I think that was about 40 to 50 quid, and it's tiny. So obviously this is just way bigger. And obviously I had the paint anyway, and it cost me a tenner. I'm so pleased with it. I'm gonna pop it in our bedroom in a minute and see what it looks like. Okay folks, that's some in situ in the bedroom. Ignore the duvet, needs changing. I love them. The only bit that I've noticed is I didn't do this bit here. I just forgot about it, so I might have to do that. But I love them. They look perfect. Well folks, it's the next day now. So I ended up doing a second coat of the green paint in the cupboard, so I'll show you that in a second. I've done a bit of a blitz cleaning in the bedroom this morning and put my new lamp and a nice little candle on the bedside table, so I'll show you that and then we'll round this one up. So this is in here now, so it's all dried. It's quite a nice colour actually. Yeah, I do actually like it. So yeah, all dried, all done. Looks a lot better. Carpet isn't in perfect condition. As I said, hopefully the runner will cover most of that. I had a word with Russ about that loft hatch. So yeah, we are going to probably just replace it at some point. I just need to get a light shade. So once I've finished this, I'll probably just do a little short. So you can see what the final thing looks like. And then just in here, finally changed the bed in. Who doesn't love a fresh bed day? Ignore the extension lead. We need to get some of the electrics changed around. It's so breezy here today. It's lovely though. See, I put my lamp on there, and there it is in all its glory. Well, there we go, folks, all done. So I hope you enjoyed that one. As you know, on this channel, I'm always pottering about doing something. So yeah, I'm pleased with the progress. I think that it looks as I wanted to. As I said, this was all about just freshening up this space so that I can get the racking in there. This can be my storage. So I'm really looking forward to getting the boxes together and stuff like that to make this a lot more practical. In the meantime, let's be honest, it probably is going to be filled with some bits just while we sort this out, but hopefully that won't be too long before all these bits start to arrive. Then yeah, my bedside table, I am absolutely over the moon with it. It couldn't have gone any better, and I think it looks great in the space. So if you like this type of content, please do think about subscribing to the channel and click that notification bell so you are informed of our up and coming videos as well. But thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you on the Homes at Heart channel again very, very soon. Bye for now.